let's hear what you have to say about Dan Campbell. What early takeaways do you have from him as the Lions head coach, Adam?
So far, he's very vocal. The culture change, I guess, is good, although they're still losing games, but that's what you expect, so nothing really to judge there. I just question Dan Campbell as a head coach. I just do. And this isn't me saying he needs to be fired this year, next year, or even the third year. I am just going to point out things that I'm not seeing from successful head coaches around the league. Now, Dan Campbell, he's a jokester. You know, maybe I'm looking too much into this, but, you know, there's a picture of Dan Campbell that's been circling that it just drives me nuts. That just drives me nuts because I try to, like, see past it, and I try not to look at it, but it's there, and it's always there with Dan Campbell. First, it was the venti. It was the coffee. It was the mantra. It was the kneecaps. And now it's, I don't even know what the heck he's doing. Could you pull it up? Like, go find me a head coach that you take seriously in the NFL that acts like this. I'm sorry. I really am. Like, I want to support this guy. I like him so much. He is such a good dude. He's such a good dude, has such a positive message. But my goodness, that's my head coach? You gotta be kidding me. I went from obese to that? God, I want to support this guy, and I really want him to, like, prove everybody wrong and be successful. But my goodness, go find me a head coach that has the nerve to sit up there and just act like this, like a child. I believe 100% in my heart that he's probably the hardest worker in the building. He's super dedicated to this project. He takes his job very seriously. I'm not questioning any of that. But what is this? Why do we have to see this? Why do we have to deal with these type of antics? I want a head coach that can just win football games. And again, I'm not expecting him to win any this year or next year. I expect improvements. I expect year 3 for him to take that next step and win football games. And if he doesn't, then we can have the conversation of if he should go or not. But that's your head coach. Can you pull it up again? That's your head coach.
Yes.
That's the representation of the Detroit Lions every NFL Sunday. Every single day, that is your head coach. Are you kidding me? That's the representation of your franchise. And again, Dan Campbell, I hope to God, turns out to be everything and more. But my goodness, just look around, look at yourself in the mirror a little bit and ask yourself, is Matt LaFleur, Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, Bill Belichick, Doug McDermott, are any of these, Andy Reid, John Harbaugh? Go find me the head coaches that are acting this way. Again, he was poking fun at a journalist, cool. But you're the head coach, essentially almost the CEO of this franchise. A franchise that's done nothing but lose for 60 years. And I told you, the only way to change that same old Lions narrative is to build a consistent winning football foundation for 8 to 10 years. But you also have to play and act the part.
Yeah.
You need to be responsible, gutsy. He's shown the gutsy early on. He's been very vocal. Talk about his venti, biting off kneecaps. Now we're putting up our eyes, making fun at the journalist. Okay, I don't see any team that's actually taking themselves serious do that. Please, somebody tell me there's another team that does it. Come on.
This is. I think you're crying about spilled milk.
I'm not crying here.
I think you're crying about spilled milk. This is the most like.
I'm not. I am actually bringing up a freaking very good point that you guys can all laugh
Antics.
at.
So what did name antics that Matt Patricia did? Name any antics that he did with his time with the Detroit Lions. Did he do these antics? His BS. He did the kneecaps.
His BS press conferences. I mean, him calling out journalists, being such a rude piece of what to everybody in the building.
So when you have a guy
he had different antics. But regardless, go find me head coaches that are doing that. Go find me a head coach in the NFL right now that's successful, that's treating everybody around him like crap. Go find me one. It doesn't exist.
I haven't finished my point.
Your point is already wrong, but continue.
Okay. Well,
It's not,
what I
Chad.
was going to say is, why are we judging Dan Campbell off the antics, the cringe stuff? It makes no sense. What you should be judging him is results on the football field, not this year, at least, because the roster's not good enough. You want to see it when there's more improvement, more talent around him. Doing it eventy, I mean, the only people who care about that stuff are Adham, Beydoun, and a couple other people. I don't care. If my coach can win football games,
you wouldn't know what a successful head coach or a successful organization would look like if it hit you in the freaking face every single day, just like you and every other Lions fan, that you're just not listening. Again, I'm not saying Dan Campbell isn't going to be a good head coach. Please understand, I am just bringing up something that really caught my eye this morning when I woke up and I was going through all of the feeds and I was trying to just understand what happened yesterday. I was asking myself, and I'm asking you at home a question now. Where is this happening anywhere else in a functional winning organization? Where? Just tell me, just give me the example so I can. Pete Carroll is Antics?
He's poking fun all the time. Pete Carroll is always having fun. Are you joking me? He was shirtless in the locker room with DK that one time. He does not care. Like,
oh my goodness. You're talking after he delivered a Super Bowl? Go look at the Legion of Boom. Go tell me during his prime years with Seattle, early years, where his antics were. Please. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Adam, Mike G brings up a good point.
All right, what is it?
He says, Adam, we have a montage of funny faces from you every day. What's the difference? You, too, are very
I am not the head coach of the Detroit
way.
Lions. I am not the head coach of the Detroit Lions.
You're pretty much the head coach
antics,
of Woodward
these
Sports
are not
Network.
antics. These are passionate rants, or whatever you want to call them, that I'm discussing every single morning. I'm not sitting up here poking fun and trying to make excuses for anybody. I'm asking a very simple question. Where around the league, in a successful, functional, serious organization, is the head coach of a football team more known for his press conferences than his X's and O's and his football results? Where is that happening?
Well, he's had more press conferences than football games. I feel like that's unfair.
No, it's
We haven't
not.
really
No.
seen him
Again,
that
I'm not
much.
judging him on wins and losses, but this is the narrative that's already being driven, guys. I'm asking a question here. I'm not accusing Dan Campbell of anything. I'm just asking a very simple question. Where around the league is the head coach of a successful, well-run organization that is competing not only for the division but for the conference this year? Where is their head coach more known for his media antics than his coaching ability? Just tell me who.
I think that's
tell me who.
You can't, because Dan Campbell's Dan Campbell. He's
I know,
the
that's
only
why I'm asking the question.
He is a former player.
I'm dying for an answer.
Just talk, please.
I'm dying for an answer. You're not giving me an answer.
I got you.
All you're doing is deflecting away from my question. I'm asking a very simple question. Where around the league is a successful head coach and a successful, taken serious organization acting this way? Where? Just find it for me. You can't. Believe me, I searched all night. I didn't sleep trying to prove myself wrong yesterday.
Chuck Brewer says, finding numerous stories about Andy Reid, and he turned out okay.
Andy Reid. You're talking a guy that's been in the league for over 20 years, multiple NFC championships before he ever went to Kansas City. And yes, he's known for the cheeseburger comment. But believe me, that comment wasn't made until he won the Super Bowl. Comparing a head coach that's been to multiple Super Bowls, that's been to multiple championship games on both the NFC and AFC side, to unbelievable.
Okay, lots of people saying Urban Meyer. Let me clear something up.
Urban Meyer is
He does not do
0-2.
that.
He's a rookie head coach just like Dan Campbell. Urban Meyer is not known for his media antics. What are you guys talking about?
Dude.
Correct. He's known for letting his players come to his house and have dinner, and like he's a family man. He likes having his team around his family. There's no antics about it.
Adam is crying over spilled milk. This is the most ridiculous
you keep saying
thing.
I'm crying over spilled milk.
It is.
You haven't given me an answer
because
to
you
my
won't let
question.
me speak.
No, I'm giving.
You haven't let me speak this entire segment.
I've asked you the question.
No, this is he'll just start talking. This is what he does.
4 times and you haven't answered it.
I've answered it. Open your ears.
No,
I've
you
answered
just tell
it.
me spilled milk, Adam. You're crying over spilled milk.
Okay.
And then you brought up Pete Carroll, which was wrong. And you're
talking
wrong.
currently.
Urban
He asked
Meyer,
me to answer, but he's speaking.
Give me an answer. I'm waiting.
No, I'm done now. I've told you 4 times, and the chat is clear. They heard me. They're repeating it. So obviously, it's come out of my mouth. So the fact that you can't hear it means you're talking too much.
Of course. I know, Jeff.
It's fine. Just keep talking. Listen to yourself talk, and we'll just.
I'm not
keep
listening
doing
to
that.
myself. I'm giving you an opportunity to answer my
No,
question. Nobody's answered it yet.
You're asking the wrong question.
No, I'm not. I'm
You're
asking a
talking
very
about
simple
antics
question.
at a press conference. Does that translate to the football field?
Clearly, it's not.
No, it's 2 games into. You admit it's going to be a bad season for the Detroit Lions.
Yes.
If Dan Campbell came out and had a military attitude. If he said, this is what we're going to do, no jokes, I'm not making a single joke, and they sucked, what would you be saying?
Nothing.
Okay, then what does it matter if he says Fenty coffee?
It matters. It matters because I'm looking at qualified, winning head coaches around the league.
Doesn't matter.
I'm looking at the successful examples, not the failures like a Freddie Kitchens. All right? He reminds me more of Freddie Kitchens right now than he does of any winning head coach.
Dan Campbell.
All I'm asking is a very simple question. I'm not judging Dan Campbell right now. I'm actually not. If you would just listen for a second. Show me around the league a successful, seriously taken head coach and an organization that has somebody in that position acting this way. I'm just asking. I'm not casting anything on Dan Campbell. I'm not criticizing him for anything. All I'm asking is find me the example. That's all I'm looking for here.
Okay. Question answered, there isn't. But let me answer this question by telling you this. He doesn't have to win football games by himself. It's not Dan Campbell.
I'm not asking him to.
Okay, you're saying strictly because of his...
You keep dodging my question. This is why I'm getting frustrated with you. Answer my question. Go find me a serious...
No one!
Right,
no one!
Thank you.
I just answered it.
Thank you.
4 times, 5 times.
Perfect.
No one.
Well, it's Pete Carroll in the beginning.
I tried comparing Pete Carroll. I didn't say it was Pete Carroll. I'm just saying nobody. No one compares to Dan Campbell.
Well, this is my point.
This is my point. No one compares to Dan Campbell. So the fact that you keep repeating yourself with the same exact thing, I feel like I'm listening to a broken record. Name another coach who does... No one. Move on. We're over that. The next question is, why does he do this, and will it translate to wins? We don't know. It's 2 games into his career.
I'm not judging him based on the wins.
So who cares about the antics?
I care.
If he starts winning games, you won't even remember this. I'm looking at the history
of the NFL. I'm going over the last 30 years, and I can't find one single head coach that is actually successful, has won divisions, won NFC championships game, multiple playoff games, won a Super Bowl that acts like this. That's it. All I'm asking a very simple question. I'm not here to get Dan Campbell fired today. I want him around for the next 3 years. I want to see him develop and prove himself to be a very good head coach, ideally in this league. That'd be a great thing for the Lions. The point is, the way he's acting is something I'm not seeing in any other organization that you actually take seriously, and then going into the season, you're actually considering them contenders. You can call it premature. You can say whatever you want. I'm asking a very simple question this morning. I'm not here trying to get Dan Campbell fired. There's a big difference.
We heard you. And we heard the question and I answered it. And you keep repeating the same exact thing.
You keep changing your answer, but regardless. Okay. Kennedy, how do you feel about Dan Campbell?
I like him, and I don't care what anyone says. I think he's fun. I hated the fact that stupid Fatty Matty took the cornhole boards and the whatever it's called, the foosball tables out of the Lions facility. Why does it have to be all work and no play, you know?
It's not about that. Again,
let me finish.
Go ahead.
Teams should have time to bond and be friends. It makes you play better if there's chemistry there. So they deserve to have these things as well as
you guys aren't listening.
Practice seriously.
This is not what I'm bringing up. I'm talking about your head coach of your football team.
It was his decision to bring those things back.
Great. Go find me a head coach of any football team right now you take serious in the NFL that is applying that strategy and those tactics. Nobody.
Hasn't been done yet.
So we're going to go on the anomaly. Dan Campbell is the anomaly. That's what we're hedging our bets on.
We don't know.
This is the point I'm trying to make, though.
This is the point I'm trying to make.
It's not.
You're prematurely judging pointless antics.
I'm not judging his antics. I'm questioning them. There's a big difference.
Questioning.
Me judging his antics would be like, Dan Campbell, get out of town.
What's the point of questioning?
He's already a bum.
Is it because he drinks venti coffee we won't win football games? Is it because he drinks venti coffee we won't win football games?
No.
Is it because he owns his eyes open we won't win football games?
You're not listening. You're just yelling. You're not listening. I didn't say his antics are the reason why they're losing football games right now.
So who cares?
I'm asking a very simple question, Jeff. I'm asking it, and you keep saying you're answering it, and then you deviate, and you keep making these points that are irrelevant right now to this conversation.
No one cares if he's opening his eyes at a press conference if we're winning football games.
That's fine. You guys
no
don't
one
care.
cares.
That's fine.
You're over here, man, my coach drinks venti coffee.
I wish I talked like
usually
that.
coaches don't do that.
Yeah, I wish I talked
If they're
like that.
winning games, who cares?
Okay, all
Absolutely nobody. Move on.
Okay, we'll move on. I feel like I need like a whistle or a flag or like something to get you guys to stop, but it's fine. I like the fire from you.
For Adam's mouth.
Yeah, that too.
That's what we need. Shut him up.
That was good, Jeff. That was good. All right, so coming up next, we're going to talk about somebody that makes all of us Lions fans happy, and that's TJ Hawkinson. So stick around for that. There should be less scary fire around.